Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone today? Hey, Baka. Hey, Vala. Hey, therapist. Good morning. Right? On this terrific Tuesday. I'm going to call it the terrific Tuesday. It's going to be terrific, right? We're going to get the prosecution team to rest their case. That'll probably be awesome. Something that we're looking forward to see what's going to happen. Thank you. I tell you, what a morning, what a morning, what a morning. I was looking at some stuff that Film sent me. I'm surprised he's not in here yet. I said the one night that I looked at his email, then I looked at this morning and kind of researched some stuff. Of course, he wouldn't be here early in the morning, so I could talk to him about it. He had sent me, I don't know if y'all know about that video that's been going viral where the young man in Jacksonville had posted where the police officer had broke out the window. And they arrested him for resisting. And I guess he had filed a civil suit, right? And of course, he put that video out there that was, he put a video out there that, of course, it only showed his side of the story, right? So, long story short, hey, Rachel, good morning. Good morning. Okie dokie. So long story short, he let me get my thoughts together. He put out this video, right? He got arrested in March. So the video just came out over the weekend, his video. And I guess attached to his video was also a civil suit somewhere lurking. So the JSO yesterday released the actual body cam footage. And I was reviewing it this morning to kind of like see, what happened. Actually, look, I'll pull it up for us. Just let me see. It should be on my YouTube because I kept the site on my thing. So I guess I'll put up the video. It's not like that long, but I really appreciate at least I did. I appreciated the sheriff's response to all of this, right? Now I'll bring it up so you guys can look at it. Okay, it was on 4. Before we get into our Darrell Brooks stuff for his shenanigans this morning. Okay, so I'll play first the video that the guy sent off, right? That he played, and then we'll go into and we'll play, and y'all can tell me what y'all think.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
Get on the ground.
Stop fighting!
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! What's wrong with you?
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason,
Big
bro.
knife center in here too.
You gonna throw me blowing like that, bro?
Yeah, man. Take it off now,
man.
bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late.
It ain't gonna too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
So your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? Shut up.
Okay, so yes, Baca, very, very horrible when you're looking at it from that lens, right? So mind you, this is just his video. Right. And I'm not saying you could tell, like, even with the officer punching him, like, you know, that's a no can do. Right. So I definitely think, good morning, Hazel. So I that part, I definitely don't think they're gonna be able to get around. Right. But with that being said, let me show y'all the other video. Oh. Let me find it. Is this it? Wait a minute. Is this it? Wait a minute. Let me see if this is it. Yeah, this may be it.
Need better internet than...
Of course, they got me doing a commercial. Yeah, therapist, I know. And that's definitely uncalled for. But just listen to this. I want y'all to listen.
Made to notify the public of an arrest of a JSO police officer by our agency.
Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Wait a minute.
For the ones who get it done, the most important.
Oh, gosh, why can't I see that? Let me find the full video. Oh, they taking me to, they gonna make me do their commercial. Wait a minute. Let me see. newsjackson.com. Let me see. I'm just trying to get to the exact link where I watched the video. See, this is not, I don't think this is the full thing. And I want, because I think you need to
At Cox, we're always a step ahead. There you go. I'll show you. Like, before your basement became...
hopefully this is the full.
notify the public of an arrest of a JSO police officer by our agency. Earlier today, Officer Alan Lesage was arrested on one count of offenses against computer users, which is a third-degree felony. At the time of his arrest, Lesage had been employed by the Jacksonville Sheriff.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh gosh. I can't even find the video. And I had no problem with finding it this morning, of course. Ah, that's so irritating. I guess the things that they may show you on your phone. Let me see. JSO. Yeah, it keeps saying down here like I can click on the full video, but it's not allowing it. I don't know. What part of the video is this? So anywho, since I'll try to figure out if I can figure the video so I can show it at some point in time. But what I will say is that they did show 3 body cams, right? Although we would say that the punch was excessive and it probably did not go into court, you know, according to administration and how they do their rules. They did say that it's not criminal, right? And I guess because he wasn't unalive, you know, during this period of time. But from the body cam footage, you can actually see they'll show the from the beginning like to the end on the other side. And what I did notice is that, you know, he was pulled over for minor traffic offenses, right? It was yeah, I was looking for the full Jacksonville, the whole entire press conference.
At Cox, we're always a step ahead. There you go. I'll show you.
No, you don't have to find it. I'll look in the back while we here because I got it on my phone, like actually pulled up. So maybe I could just send a link to my computer. Maybe I can just airdrop it, and then that way I'll have a full video on here. Let me see. And then y'all don't have to worry about hearing those commercials. I don't know. The sheriff is, I kind of like the sheriff, y'all. I don't know. He was kind of, I mean, he really, that's why I want y'all to hear the whole thing. It's kind of funny because he got on one of the reporters while they was doing it. And I was like, ooh. She already did it when, oh, okay, let's see. Let me copy it. Okay. Let me get it. Look, oops. Here we go. Let me get it up here. Good morning, OnlyFans. I wonder if let me just see if I can. If you want to show it up here. It's so retarded sometimes. Yes, 29 minutes. Yep, that's it. Okay, I'm bringing it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, here, let me get this screen up. Let me stop this one. Remove. And this is the screen. So like when we watching this, just okay, so we already seen his view, right? Let's just kind of like keep in mind, right? Okay, I'll just let y'all watch it. I ain't gonna. I'll let y'all watch it because I be kind of twofold on some of this stuff, right? Y'all know I'm always thinking outside of the box. You know I'm like the devil's advocate. So we gonna see.
So good evening. Of course, I'm Sheriff TK Waters. This is Director Ed Cayenne from our Director of Homeland Security and Investigations. Our integrity unit also falls underneath him. That's why he's joining me up here this evening. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is releasing information regarding the circumstances of William Anthony McNeil Jr.'s arrest on February 19th.
Well, thank you so much, Fala. Oh, look at this. This is like really going on, right? This is really happening. I don't even know what that does, Fala. We're gonna have to talk about this. I don't have any clue what that means. Yay, Fala done gifted 5 memberships to somebody. Somebody done got lucky up in here. Awesome. Thank you so much. OnlyFans. OnlyFans must have got one. Okay, now if you didn't got a membership and follow, you gonna have to say thank you in the chat to follow, right? Check it out. I have no clue how they assigned or who they go to, but OnlyFans, you have been blessed this morning. We got a spam follows name in the chat room, right? Like anybody. Oh, it's random. Perfect. What you just go buy one, she to beat you. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, she didn't get all these memberships. She became a member. Okay. Like I said, YouTube. Okay. You said you was trying to do it quick. While I was over here fumbling around trying to get this video. Awesome. So yes, anybody that comes in, I guess I can kind of tell when they name going green that they're a member. See, I'm learning, y'all. This is just learning. And I guess, YouTube kind of like, when I signed up, they kind of like do all of this stuff in the background. So I guess reading is fundamental because I'm pretty sure they have it somewhere. Would you say they gifted the regulars for once, right? Look, it's 10. Oh, awesome. I have to pay it for it now. That I work from home. I don't get to do it. So I'm gifting it. Awesome. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. How do you decide what rate to charge? Hazel, I don't know how they, when I go in there, it kind of like does it. It doesn't really, it doesn't give me like, it like YouTube kind of tells me. Ooh. I thought it was like at 1,000. I thought it was at 1,000 that happened. But hey, this is awesome too, right? I'll take. Hey, beggars won't be choosy. I don't. Yeah. So Hazel, I don't know exactly how they do it. It just kind of gave me like I put it in there and it just kind of like gave me the amounts like based off of what I can offer members as a channel, right? Because you have to be able to offer something. So I kind of built packages. Nope, they got 2 different levels, right? You missing that one? Okay, I'll go in there and get it and put it together. Okay, there you go, therapist. I see you. Yeah, so I guess as people come in, thank you so much. Yeah, so they did 2 different price points for the memberships. And I'll go in there now. I don't know why that one wouldn't come up for you. Well, I'll go in there once I get the video on OnlyFans. Do you have all the rest of them? Y'all know I'm new to this, you know. I was learning. Yes. I appreciate it. This is so awesome, right? Terrific Tuesday. Yeah, OnlyFans. Is that the only one that you're missing? Y'all said let her play this. No, I was so worried about this video file until therapist put it in the thing. Yeah, Hazel. What they do is when you put what you can offer, it kind of like we got the video. Yeah. Is it this one? Oh, maybe that's something else. I don't know. I'm about to go in here and look at it and see about he said it was which one? Because I don't want this. How this go? The no fluff emoji. I'm gonna have to go in there and do it and make sure and see why it's not on there. I'm real worried. I was real worried yesterday when I was putting the emojis on there. So I'm allowed to put like the emojis. I can put the after 1 month, I think it's a 2 month and 6 month, Hazel. So I put all of that stuff on there, right? And then I say like, it'll be like members, members only certain stuff. And you say it seemed like only yesterday you dropped in here. And so I looked at, and so when I do that, when you go through the thing with YouTube, they kind of like give you a price point. So that's kind of how that went. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and then I'm gonna go in the background, and I am going to work on that OnlyFans because I want everything to work on there. So I'm glad that we're kind of like testing it out. He got one. Awesome. And I'm glad he got one. Thank you so much, OnlyFans. Thank you so much, Fowler. I'm glad that you were able to he was here, right? Because I don't know how they go. and it must have knew. You say one step at a time. Okay, here, I'm going to play this real quick.
Of 2025. Yesterday, while I was in church, JSO became aware that cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a criminal and administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the state attorney's office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law. Even though the administrative review has yet to be completed, we are releasing the body-worn camera footage today because Officer Bowers has consented to its release and waived his officer's bill of rights pertaining to the discrete piece of evidence. Because the administrative review is pending, the officer's bill of rights prevents me from releasing any additional information beyond these videos, as it is confidential under Florida Statute 112.532. As JSO's leader, I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve. Whether the information shared reflects well in this agency or not, I have always done my very best to tell the public exactly what's going on within the agency. When there are allegations of officer misconduct, our agency thoroughly investigates those allegations. When allegations of officer misconduct are sustained, we hold officers accountable, as I've done many times in the past. In this case, the cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident, and that is to be expected. Part of that stems from the distance and perspective of the recording cell phone camera. Another part of it stems from the fact that the cell phone camera did not capture the events that preceded Officer Bowers' decision to arrest McNeil. Moreover, cameras can only capture what can be seen and heard. So much context and depth are absent from recorded footage because the camera simply cannot capture what is known to the people depicted in it. As a 33-year law enforcement officer, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations. One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to skewed conclusions. When incomplete cell phone camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty. A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to flawed conclusions. Tonight, I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers, and two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse, so that the public has more complete understanding of this incident. Before I deliver the currently available information and play the relevant body-worn camera, I want to be clear about something. Yes, there absolutely was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is ugly. But as I've said many times before, the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it's unlawful or contrary to policy. But moreover, I want to provide the public with some background information pertinent to this incident. Since January 1st, 2025, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has been involved in 38,805 traffic stops. Even as I speak, that number is climbing. The overwhelming majority of these tens of thousands of traffic stops were made without incident. After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana. On February 20th, 2025, McNeil pled guilty to and was adjudicated guilty of resisting a police officer without violence and driving on a suspended driver's license. Those pleas of guilty were accepted by a local judge who found them to have been factual basis and to have been voluntarily made by McNeil. After the resolution of this criminal case, McNeil took custody of his cell phone, the one he presumably used to record the footage that was shared on social media, on March 5th, 2025. At no time, February to now, did McNeil contact JSO to file a complaint, nor share with the agency the cell phone footage that is circulated on social media. As I said earlier, immediately upon becoming aware of this footage, JSO began a criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. Had McNeil filed a complaint, JSO would have started this investigation at that time. But we were not aware of this allegation or of improper use of force before this weekend. As this is agency's pattern of practice in any circumstance of use of force, the relevant body-worn camera footage was reviewed by multiple levels of supervision. However, as you'll see in short order, the body-worn camera footage does not capture Officer Bowers' response to resistance when McNeil was seated in the driver's seat. As I explained, although the state attorney's office has deemed it not criminal, the response to resistance is now subject of a pending administrative review to determine if Bowers' conduct violated JSO policy. The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop. This is extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop. And there are times in which citizens dispute circumstances of their stops. But the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands, even if that person disagrees with that officer's reason for the stop. Within 21 seconds of his civil stop, or civil traffic infractions, driving without illuminated headlights during rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with his driver's license and registration. 14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest. Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest for resisting an officer without violence, or police would be forced to break his car window. Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard. Now I'll play relevant portions of the body-worn camera of the 3 officers: Officer Bowers, the stopping and arresting officer; Officer Miller, the second responding officer who spoke to McNeil from the passenger side of the vehicle; and Officer Kearse, one of the assisting officers.
Yeah, Florida 24 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I know not this.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. 2 things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight.
3,
I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
35. I'm a driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For the night for the driver just slammed the door and locked it. Yep.
Units
25 seconds. If anybody responding, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. No, he's under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Vehicle's blocked in. He's locked it up. He's putting the window down. I tried to talk to last night before. What did you have? I don't know. Hey, I'm about to break a window. I'm about to break a window.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
1033 at 15.1 hours.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. No, don't freak out. Get on the ground.
Put your hands behind your back. Resist. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. Fucking talk that shit. Yo, what's going, bro? What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
Yes, bro. Yes.
no reason, bro. You look from the phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off now, man.
Bro. And I'm just trying to have a real conversation with y'all, bro.
You just got to see what they're already.
No, your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in the right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing
Let's go resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, bro. Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? You broke your man.
You can start rescue. 1067. Approximately 30-year-old Bravo Mike. Last race to the left. Can go around and get in this car. Okay. There you go. Yeah. I know. You should put some gloves on, bro. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. Film Freak said this man was punched for the reason. There was no reason to punch this man. I totally agree. Paula says she has a question. Hey, Hazel, do you have it turned on for your gifts? Because I think it's a YouTube feature that you got to have to turned on for it to be automatically assigned to you. We got a busy morning going on. So Film, I agree with that. In regards to my question is for you, but I don't want to get yelled at. You won't get yelled at. I don't do any yelling, I don't think. What's your question? I may have an answer and I may not. It may be I may plead the fifth. So it depends. So I guess my thought is, in Film, you could tell me what do you think after you saw the body cam footage? What are your thoughts? Good morning, Pretty Brown. Good morning. Oh, they waiting on you, Fowler. She typing. She typing. Yeah, it must be a long question. I don't know. Do I need to send out the link so you can just come up on stage and ask me your question? I know. Is there a race issue? To me, there are Black cops there too. The man, regardless, didn't listen. He had the history. He was under arrest. He just didn't listen. I've seen this same thing happen. No, I think that I don't think it's a race issue. And that's why I wanted y'all to see the entire video, because you'll hear the sheriff, which I do like his response, regardless if the officer was wrong. And okay, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, right. So I think that, as far as the punching part, like we need some discipline, there needs to be some action in regards to that. But when we just look at everything from looking at the YouTube video, right, film? Because when you saw the YouTube video, you were kind of like, well, dang, why they punch out this man's window? And film, and I know you probably already seen the whole press conference, but this happened all the way in March. He pled guilty to resisting arrest. He did all of this stuff, right? So I definitely know that there should be some action in regard, and thank goodness it didn't go any further. But I guess the big thing is that what I have a problem with, and it's kind of like alluding, is like, why are we giving officers the means necessary to unalive us, whether you are whatever your race is? Why are we putting ourselves in those positions when, just like what y'all gonna hear the sheriff say, it's like you can dispute these things later. Like on the side of the sidewalk is probably not the best place for you to dispute this. And I just be wanting everybody, like, my big thing is that although the officer was wrong with what he did, why are we continuing as a people putting ourselves in those positions? Like, why can't we just listen? Like because this could have been a lot worse, is my thing. And thank goodness it was just a punch, right? Even though I'm not condoning the punch or anything like that, but thank goodness it was just that. Did anything worse? And this is my thing, like, because this could have been worse than this. And all he had to do, it was a simple traffic stop. Like, what, you don't have your stuff together? I don't know. But I'll play the rest of the video just so y'all can kind of like, because they got like about 2 or 3 different angles. And then just listen to what, yeah, Baca, like it didn't. So, and it's not saying that 2 wrongs make a right. Right? Just because he done made the officer mad because the officer then had to punch out the window does not give the officer a right to punch him in his face. Right? I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, like, how do we not even get to the point of the punching of the window out? Right? Like, the officer shouldn't have had to do that, is my thing. Like, regardless if you agree or disagree, I mean, everybody in here, if you haven't been pulled over, it's been plenty of times that I've been pulled over. And I mean, to be honest, like, I've never ran into somebody that was really offensive or, or made me feel some type of way or anything like that, right? I have not experienced that. So I don't know what that looks like. And when they ask me, I just give them that stuff, give them that stuff, right? Good morning, stars shine. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to finish playing the rest of it just so y'all can kind of like hear it. Yeah, like, I'm so glad that it wasn't worse. Like, and then it would have been an uprage. And this is what this appears to me. What I'm gonna let y'all listen. Let me finish letting y'all listen.
You good? Yeah, you or him? Okay.
Sir, can you please ask him, what did I do wrong?
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to comply.
I am complying.
Hey, unlock the car. I'm going to push it up.
Open the door and exit. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out?
Can you talk to me though?
I will. Can you step out?
Because you don't even know the whole situation.
You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
And I'm required to actually.
So, yes. Correct. Huh? Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess talked to you?
When he pulled me over,
Yeah.
Open my door because my window don't work.
Oh yeah.
And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
Okay.
there's multiple people headlights.
Okay, that's still a legitimate reason to pull somebody over.
There's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on. Huh? Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will. Huh? All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
33 at 15 21 hours.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. Get on the ground. No, don't fucking get on the ground. What the fuck? Behind your back. I'm resisting.
Behind your back.
What's wrong with you?
2574, lift 1033, one in custody.
Stop. We know,
man. Ain't no
Y'all
talking.
tripping.
I'm cool, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason, bro. You gonna throw the door like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation.
That's not how it works.
Too late. It ain't no too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that.
So your partner didn't even act. Your
Marijuana
partner
in the right
didn't.
pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, but I didn't do nothing wrong.
resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Timber going in there.
Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up?
I did.
Okay. That ain't good.
Yeah. I know. He should have put some gloves on, though.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. Huh?
You see that drop?
What? The knife? Yeah, I see it.
A lot of flat sticks. From you. Yeah, you see that knife?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest concerns.
Yeah, you see what's right there on the seat?
Who's?
Narcan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's one of the biggest concerns.
yeah, you see what's right there on the seat?
Who's?
Narcan.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming from West Compound.
One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession.
So right there, I don't know if y'all saw where they were kind of like pausing and they had like a yellow circle that was showing the guy had a knife, some type of knife in the car. I don't know what type of knife it was, the length or anything like that, but he had some type of knife. Hey, Pretty Brown. We are looking at this incident that happened in Jacksonville with this viral video of a traffic stop. The video was posted originally by the, I guess you want victim, like the person, and it was from his point of view. And then the Jacksonville Police Department sheriffs, they released the body cam footage. So we just kind of like reviewing our angles and kind of discussing it, and then we'll go into you know, our DB, our Daryl Brooks mess this morning. Thank you so much. Y'all see Fala, she gifted 5 more memberships. I'm like, if I keep Fala showing out this morning, I'm gonna have to keep stopping. We ain't gonna never get through this video. So if you received a gifted membership, make sure you say thank you. We're gonna be spamming the chat today. Okay, here we go.
Since March 5th, out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating. The state attorney's office, once again, has reviewed the case materials and determined that Officer Bauer's actions are not criminal. Now, JSO will conduct a thorough investigation to determine whether Officer Bowers acted appropriately with respect to JSO policy. When an officer does wrong, and I think every one of you know this and everyone that's listening, I will stand up here and tell you straight. And likewise, when officers justifiably use force, I'll stand up here also and I'll tell you straight. I ask the public for its patience as the administrative process is competently completed. Once we've determined whether Officer Bowers acted within policy or not, I will immediately share that determination with the public. Out of an abundance of caution, pending the outcome of this administrative review, Officer Bowers has been stripped of his law enforcement authority. Effective immediately, all video footage presented in this briefing is available on all JSO social media platforms, YouTube, and JSO's transparency page. So I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have right now. Yeah, Eric. Yes, sir.
I know that he was charged with resisting arrest without violence.
Yep.
But there was, when I go back and look at the other video from the cell phone video,
yeah,
I can understand the officer punching the window out. But what I don't understand is, and I know you said that this was not ruled criminal, sucker punching the guy in the jaw.
First of all, let me stop you. Not a sucker punch. I'm not excusing that administratively. I'm going to say that to you one more time. I'm not excusing that administratively. There are things that we definitely need to look at, but the context of this video should tell you everything you need to know.
Well, again, I take it. It looks like it's a sucker punch because he's looking straight and you see this,
right?
Okay, and then you see them pull him out, and then you see a couple of punches to the face. Now, again, I understand breaking the window, but they charged him with resisting arrest without violence. So I saw a lot of violence. I think the public saw a lot of violence against somebody that was not violent.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw. So what we're doing, what I'm saying is that it is what it is. This is the information that I want to share with the public in context without a short clip. It's very important to do that because it provides a lot of information to the public.
And you brought up
it's important. Let me finish. It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. It's been dealt with in several different times. You don't resist when you're doing your lawful duties. You don't deserve to get violated, but you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take you into custody. So I'll leave there. Go ahead.
One of the
Jake.
discrepancies people were seeing between the police report and what we saw in the video. Maybe what we saw in that video was the allegation that McNeil had reached down for the knife. That was in the police report.
Where'd you see, what police report did you see that in?
In the arrest report for McNeil, that was stated that the officer saw him, reach for the knife that was on the floorboard. The video that was posted to social media, and even in there, I couldn't see any clear indication. Do you see that when you're watching?
No, actually, I don't see where his hands are. I can't assume, Jake. No one can assume. We operate off facts and facts alone. I can't make assumption. All I can go by when I read those things is what's stated in the report. I'm not saying whether it's true or whether it's not. I'm saying no one sees his hands at that point. He says, put your hands up, then his hands come up. But it was after the strike to the face. Like I said, again, I'm not trying this case in front of the public. I'm trying to give the public the information in context of what happened. No one saw his hands at that point. Don't know what happened from there, but that's part of the investigative process. Yes, ma'am.
So did officers take custody of the cell phone that he was using to record the incident?
Yes, put it in the property room.
Okay, that also was not in the report.
But he got it back with all the information still on it.
So can I get back to the sucker punch?
The young lady back there had a question. We can get back to you in a second, Eric.
So did this incident rise to a level that a response to resistance report was generated?
Yes.
Has that been reviewed? And it's still under review? What was the outcome?
So here's the process. When force is used, a response to resistance report is written. It goes to the supervisors. The supervisors then, at that point, review body cam footage. So they would have reviewed this. But you can't see, admittedly, you can't see the strike at all. So it's very difficult. Had they seen that, it probably would have risen to another level to where somebody else would have gone further, which is why we didn't really know at that time that all this had taken place. I'm a big believer in being honest and upfront. And if something like that happens, I'm going to tell you about it, like everything else that we've done. But it's very important to make sure we get this stuff out here in context so folks can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Sheriff, what are your thoughts on the video that was posted on social media? And here's one of the officers kind of turns off, the video turns off what's being recorded. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know that he turned it off. I know that at some point we stopped it, but we wanted to make sure you got a chance to see both views from the officers that were dealing with him publicly, talking to him face to face. At some point it does turn off, but usually when the interaction's over is when that happens. And that's why we're still looking. That's why we look at the entire process. That's why we check for JSO policy violations. I can't give you right now whether they turned it off at the right time or at the wrong time. This is my opportunity to share the information with the public, right? And so now we still continue to refer to the social media video. Well, I just showed you body cam videos with much more information. Let's acknowledge that because that's important. The importance is I'm showing you the video, the body cam video from the entire incident from start until they had to turn it off or we stopped it for time, for time's sake.
Do you know if McNeil ever filed a formal complaint?
He did not. He did not. He never filed a formal complaint, which we'd have been all over it, had that been the case. But he did not. Go ahead, Eric.
So I just want to get back to the punch. Yeah, this is just to be a yes or no question.
Wait, Eric, are you going to tell me how to answer a question?
I'm just keeping it simple.
All right, go ahead.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well, if a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances, the situation. I know that's how you want it to be. I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover up that is not. That's why I'm here. I stand up, we talk to you about what happened, we give you what we can give you, then it's up to you guys to report it. But
do you think the public is going to buy that?
I don't know. My point is,
Do you think the black community is going to buy?
don't use the black thing. Don't you? I'm a black man. Wait, hold on, Eric. Hold on. Stop for a second, because you're trying to be incendiary, and this is not the time for it. This is me sharing information with our public, right? The whole statements about the black issue. I wouldn't work here if we're after black men or black people, period. I can tell you he wouldn't. I can tell you any other African American or black male or female that works here wouldn't work here if we're after if our black citizens are under siege. Not the case, not at all. I've been alive probably a little bit longer than you have. Haven't had any of these issues. You know why? Because if I was ever stopped by the police, which I was when I was a young man, and they asked me to do something, I did it. It's simple compliance. It doesn't rise. It doesn't get out of control. That stuff doesn't happen then. Do as we ask you to do. If you don't like the word compliance, just do as we ask you to do then, so that we can get finished. Then you tell us about it if you feel like your rights were violated, and we can deal with it. That's the way it should work. Every single time. Yes, ma'am.
The officer that has been stricken with authority, does he have a disciplinary history at all?
Not that I know of. We'd have to look, but I don't think so. We'll get you that answer. Anyone else?
Any idea how long this internal investigation may take?
It's hard to tell, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible. There are other cases working, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible because we want to, like I said, we want to share as much as we can as quickly as we can because it's that important. Good? All right, thanks, y'all.
Y'all see why I wanted everybody to kind of like watch the video from I mean, like, I definitely appreciate the sheriff's response, right? And it's still up under investigation, guys, right? In regards to this punch. I'm not saying that was right, but the sheriff kind of give us a different view of looking at this, right? So, I mean, I see a lot of people in the chat, explaining how they like how the sheriff is kind of like breaking this down. I mean, me personally, I appreciate that, immediately after they found out that this video was released. Remember, this guy did not file a complaint with them. And that's his right, or whatever he wanted to do. It seemed like it was more of a civil way that he, wanted, I guess, for money purposes in regards to the punch, and maybe his rights were violated, but he never filed a complaint with them. So they didn't have an opportunity to actually investigate it or anything. But what I will give them credit for is that immediately after they found out that this video was going viral from the victim's perspective, they immediately got their stuff and they addressed it with the press conference and actually released the footage. Like, it wasn't like, oh, we have to wait, or we got to do this investigation, we got to do that. Like, they were very, very upfront, at least in my eyes. So, Vala says somebody put a. So yeah, I just think that's I don't know. I can respect that. Now, whatever the outcome comes out of it, I definitely don't think the officer was right in regards to the punch, but I definitely don't think the person, regardless if they were pulled over for whatever reason, whether it was those are things that you kind of like have to take up afterwards. Because I guess my bigger issue with all of this is that it could have been much worse. Yeah, the 13th juror says so. The officer did not have probable cause to stop the driver. However, this is the technique that police often use. In essence, they were on a fishing expedition, plain and simple. And that could be very true to 13th juror. But I guess my question is that even as a people, even if it's not an authorized stop or not probable cause, I don't know if I want to risk my life for that at that point in time, because we already know that they're on they may be on a mission for whatever reason in different places, right? So I mean, I don't know if I'm pulled over, even if I didn't do anything wrong, if I'm about to be sitting up there arguing with the officer when he has more authority at that point in time than I would ever have, right? Like, that's something that could be handled afterwards. I guess my thing is that I don't want it to get to a point where people, like, we have seen so many incidents where people are unalive for really, really not following instructions at that point in time. Right? Pretty Brown Girl says, yeah, I see all the videos all the time. People will go live after the incident or during the incident and give their side. That body cam helps give context for sure when it's turned on, and it's appreciated. Film Freak says, true, at Take It to Trial, there was transparency on the behalf. Yeah, I think it was very transparent. And I mean, we may not like it, right? I just don't want Take It to Trial. Good morning. I'm just fine on this terrific Tuesday, right? It's a terrific Tuesday. Awesome. Hey, Gina. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning. Yes. So yeah, I think that everything was just slow and I missed it the first time I go around. So I appreciate y'all rerunning it, right? It's a lot of people that didn't see DB act up for 13 days straight. We just thought it would be a good time to kind of go and look at it. Yeah, I just think that, you know, it's good to see that all angles, you know, because when we looking at it from one point of view, the aggression on behalf of Leo was unwarranted. I mean, in my opinion, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that, you know, they did say that officer, you know, of course, right now, I think they either suspended with pay or one of those two while they're doing an investigation, you know, their typical process, right? Now you don't have to pretend. Right. Yeah. So I definitely get that part of it. And I'm glad they're investigating it, you know, however, you know, with that officer, whether, you know, he gets some type of whatever punishment he gets, but it just wasn't as they put him on a desk job, Film Freak. Yeah, I just don't think it was just as simple as the victims, and I'm gonna call them the victim's point of view. And you know, and to be all honest, like, I mean, because the threat, as far as the police officer, you know, once he broke the window, that threat could have been over. But these things are moving in fast motion, so I have no clue what was going through his, you know, head. They had a real hard job, right? So, and traffic stops can be the, if y'all know, anybody can tell you that they are one of the most dangerous things for an officer to do, because you never know what they may have in their car or what they may be doing. I'm just saying. But I just wanted, because Film, I was looking at it last night, and then I looked at it this morning, and I was like, because I wanted to make sure that we morning, because I wanted to see what your take was on it. So I'm glad, you know, when I was telling them earlier when you weren't here just yet, and I said, he, you know, every morning he here, and then the one morning after I done looked at all the emails and read all the stuff, I would like he not here at the top of the morning, so me and him would talk together. And they was like, oh, show us what were y'all talking, what was it? And so that's kind of how we got in that, and we didn't look at our DV. So I appreciate you sending that to me, Film, so I can look at a good discussion, right? I just want us to just listen. We don't want nobody to be hurt. I guess that'd be my whole thing. Like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I may not agree with a whole bunch of stuff that they doing, but I don't know if I got time to be sitting up there arguing with them. Wait a minute. So I'm getting our DB. Fala says, can I just say I have so much respect for everyone here for having in mind to look at it from the overall point of view. Not many do that, right? It's just looking at it from all directions, and everybody, it's okay. Right? It's okay. So I'm gonna get so we can get some of Darrell Brooks in before our 9 o'clock trial start, because y'all know we got to be in court. Our real live session. And see and listen to the rest of the baby doctor. That's what we gonna do. We gonna listen to the rest of the baby doctor today. And see what she has to tell us in regards to this strangulation. Okay, I am going to share this. Oh, Pretty Brown. I love it here. Y'all find hot topics all over. And we watch and discuss. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And if y'all find anything that y'all want to discuss, send it to me through email. Now, I'm not gonna say that I check my email all the time. I'm trying to get very better at it, right? Remember, I'm kind of like new to this whole thing, right? So, because before it wasn't nobody emailing me. So I had no reason to go check my email. But now I have to get better because I want emails from you guys on different things that you may want to discuss, or different things that you just may want to chat to give some input on, right? On different things that we got going on in this world, possible things that can be going to trial. It's nothing wrong with getting another opinion. You say you woke up just after 6. No human should be allowed to awake at that time in the morning. Girl, I wake up at 4. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, okay, let's see what we have in store for DB today. We are on day 3 in the afternoon. It looks like we have about maybe an hour and a half left for this day, and then we'll be going into day 4. That'll probably take us up until our Ali and Ali trial starts. Okay. All right, guys.
Your next witness, please.
Your Honor, the state calls Kyle Jewell.
Good afternoon, sir. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is to my right, upper riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. First thing I will have you do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Kyle Jewell, Kyle Jewell.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Jewell.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Jewell, on the day of November 21, 2021, did you attend the Waukesha Christmas Parade in downtown Waukesha?
Yes.
Did you come with friends and family members?
Yes, with family.
About how many people were in your group, sir?
Probably 7 or 9. I would have to count them
That's
to really
okay.
get the accurate number.
Okay. And where did you set up along the parade route to watch the festivities?
Yeah, so we were right in between those new apartments and Olo Chocolate. I don't know what road it was next to.
Okay. And so you were right on Main Street, correct?
Yeah.
And new apartments are like 4 or 5 stories high, is that right?
Yep, right
Okay.
next to Olo Chocolate.
Okay, and on the north side of the road, that would be.
Correct.
Okay. As you were sitting there, what do you recall happening, sir?
Yeah, so we were watching the parade. Had a bunch of kids in front of us, my kids, some other family members, and at one point, you know, we had I believe it was the Remax hot air balloon truck coming to the left of us. And then we start hearing just some people yelling, "Stop that car." And the next thing you know, from my left, going down the road, you see a red SUV just go straight through the parade. And where we were sitting at that time was the Waukesha South Band, and just drove right through Waukesha South Band and just continued going.
Did you see any people being struck by the SUV?
Yes.
Did you see any objects flying in the air?
I didn't see any objects flying in the air. I saw the red SUV going over people.
Okay, can you describe that for us, please?
Yeah, so the band had just passed us, red SUV going, again, this is just an estimate, maybe 30, 40 miles an hour, just went straight over the Waukesha South Band, and it's not like it stopped. I mean, it went over. I saw the red SUV. It looked like it went in the air, like over a pretty big object, and it just was like a big old speed bump and kept going.
Okay. You saw that from your position on the side of the road?
Yes.
At some point, did you get up and leave your position?
I did. So when the red SUV had pretty much gone through the band, my reaction was to run after the car, and honestly was trying to get into it to stop it. That was just my perspective on it.
Okay.
I did not get into the SUV.
Were you able to catch it?
No, it drove off at a pretty quick speed after it went through the band.
And you were running on foot?
Correct.
Okay. Prior to the SUV hitting the students in the band, did you hear the horn on the vehicle honking at all?
I did not.
As the vehicle struck students in the band, did you ever see the vehicle stop?
I did not. It would have slowed down a little bit as it hit people, but it did not slow down when it hit the band and then when it drove off.
Okay. I'd like to put up exhibit number 25, please, for the witness. Go ahead. And is there anything on your screen in front of you, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Is this 25? Okay. And you see the video that's showing on your screen in front of you, sir?
Yes.
Is this a video that you've seen before?
Yes, it is.
And do you believe this is a true and accurate representation of the events as you saw them on November 21 of 2021?
Yes.
Like to admit number 25 and permission to play it for the jury? Mr. Brooks?
Objection, hearsay. How is everybody seeing the videos before seeing them now?
You can ask that on cross-exam, sir. But the foundation has been laid and exhibit 25 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
All right, we're going to put it up, and then before we play anything, I'd ask if you could point out for the jury the approximate area where you and your family were stationed.
How do you want me to do that?
That's a touch screen in front of you. That's a good question.
Oh.
You can either circle or mark with an X, or there's a dot you can put there, whatever.
Yeah.
Just the general area where you were standing.
Somewhere over here.
Okay. And you remember seeing the parade approaching then from your left?
Yes.
I'm sorry, the band, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and play this with volume, please. we paused at the 41-second mark. When do you first recall seeing that red SUV? Was it about this point or was it back further?
Pretty much right when it rounded the Remax van.
Okay. And then do you remember seeing it come around the left side of the Remax van and then veer to the right in front of the Remax van?
Yes,
And now it's headed in the direction of where you and your family are?
correct.
Do you remember that, sir?
Yes.
What were you thinking during this?
Really what's going on. Normally you don't see a vehicle going that quick down a parade route.
Okay. Go ahead and continue playing, please. Okay, I'm gonna we're gonna play it again a little bit slower, and I want you to point out the point where you yourself get up and run after the red SUV, okay?
Okay.
Before you have him do that, for the record, how long is this video?
Thank you, Judge. The video is exactly 1 minute in duration.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So play it at half speed, please. No sound, because with half speed, the sound is annoying.
You can pause it right there.
Okay, we're paused at the 48-second mark. You see yourself, sir?
I do.
Where are you?
Want me to
Circle it. You've just run out into the middle of the street, is that right? Or towards the middle of the street?
Yes.
Where were you going?
Chasing after the car.
What were you going to do if you caught it?
Wanted to stop it.
Try and stop it.
Yep.
You described on your direct testimony the seeing the car look like it was going over speed bumps. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that what's shown in this exhibit number 25?
Yes.
In fact, it was going over people, not speed bumps.
Correct. Yes.
Keep playing. I want to see where you go. And we played it to the end just for the record. You never were able to catch up.
No.
But towards the end of that video, you're off screen. We can't see you anymore.
Yes.
About how far down did you chase that SUV, sir?
It had to have been pretty far down the road. I don't have an exact that I can remember, but I ran for a pretty good amount of time. It wasn't quite to the 5 corners.
Okay.
But it was a pretty good distance.
And any point along the way, did you notice the SUV stop?
I did not know.
Did you see the driver of the SUV get out and check on any of the people that he had just run over?
No.
Did you get a good look at the driver?
I didn't get a good look at the driver, no.
Okay.
That I can remember.
Sure. After you chased the SUV but were not able to catch it, did you make your way back towards your family?
I did.
Did you encounter injured people along the way?
Yes, many of them.
And were they mostly from the school band or others?
Mainly from the South's band.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I don't have any other questions, sir.
All right, thank you. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. Do you recall being interviewed by a Detective Carpenter on November 24th of 2021?
I do remember being interviewed by a detective, yes.
Any idea why it took a few days for you to be interviewed?
Just the nature of the incident. I'm sure they had a lot to get through. So I just wanted to wait a little bit, and it wasn't something that I was going to do. Yeah.
When you say it wasn't something that you was going to do, what are you referring to?
Just seek some counsel from some mentors. After talking with them, they had advised that I should make a statement.
So it would be fair to say that you didn't intend on making a report.
That is correct.
Can you explain why?
Just didn't feel comfortable with it.
Would it be fair to say that the events that you witnessed would make anyone want to make a report? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Do you recall about what time you arrived at the parade?
I do not.
Do you recall what time you left?
I do not.
You stated earlier that you were with family. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were you or any of your family members injured in the incident?
No.
I'm looking at the police report here. You did state that you didn't get a description of the driver, correct?
Yes.
Did you get a license plate number?
I did not.
Do you recall if there was any tint on the vehicle that you saw?
Not in the front, no.
What do you mean by not in the front?
I did not see any tint on the front windows or the passenger side window. From what I could remember, there was tint on the back windows.
So it would be fair to say that you couldn't see into the back of the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Do you recall how many occupants were in the vehicle?
Yes.
Even though you couldn't see the entire inside of the vehicle?
Yes.
Do you recall saying in your report that, or saying in the report that was reported by Detective Carpenter, that, well, I'm gonna read it what it says. He indicated that after the vehicle struck the south band, he chased it and got to within approximately an arm's reach of the vehicle. Do you recall that?
I do not.
Any reason why that would be reported?
A lot happening at that moment during that whole incident. It very well just could have been what I had thought. And it does go out of frame, so I can't exactly remember what happens once the video and myself goes out of frame.
Do you recall being an arm's length from the vehicle?
I cannot remember right now, no.
At what point did you see the vehicle slow down?
As it went over Waukesha South Band.
And what did the vehicle do after that?
It sped up.
Do you recall describing the acceleration as rapid?
Yes.
Would you say that the video that we just saw depicts a rapid acceleration?
Yes.
Do you recall stating that it seems as if the driver of the vehicle was hitting the gas as hard as he could?
Yes.
And how would you be able to tell that?
The nature of a vehicle going over people, you would think that the gas pedal would not be pushed as you're going over people. And as the car continued, the red SUV continued over, went over the Waukesha South Band and continued to accelerate, I could only imagine that the gas pedal was being pushed very hard after just going over people.
So you were making an assumption. Would that be fair to say?
I wouldn't say it was an assumption, just from driving a vehicle, knowing what happens when you go over a large object, it typically slows the car down. In order to speed it back up, the only thing that you can do is hit the gas pedal.
You can hit the gas pedal, or would you hit the gas pedal as hard as you could?
From what I remembered, it looked like the gas pedal was being hit hard. The vehicle accelerated very quickly.
Would it be fair to say that you would have to be present in the vehicle to tell if the gas pedal was pushed hard, extremely hard, as you said, or as hard as you could?
No.
You would be able to tell that from an outside observation?
Yes.
Did you observe the route of the vehicle after what the video shows? You kind of go off the screen, and did you observe where the vehicle went at that point?
Yes.
Did it continue straight, or did it turn?
Continue down the parade route.
Do you recall about how far?
No.
Do you recall seeing any brake lights?
No.
Even when it briefly slowed down?
That'd be correct.
So would it be fair to say that in order to slow a vehicle down, you have to brake?
Not necessarily.
And what is the necessarily?
Hitting something or going over something naturally will slow a vehicle down.
So how far would you estimate that the vehicle was traveling before it slowed down?
I can't remember that.
Can you pull up Exhibit 25 again? For the witness.
Go ahead. Do you want it to the jury or just to the witness?
To everybody.
Okay. There you go.
Is the sound up?
You want to play it all the way through?
Can you play it from about 30 seconds?
Is that about right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Counter reads 29 seconds at this point, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Well, roughly around that area. Pause right there. From your perspective, is the sound that you just heard, could that have been a horn?
Could we replay it?
Are you able to answer just based on what you heard?
No.
You did state that you didn't hear any horn, correct?
Correct.
It would be fair to say that it was pretty loud at that point in the parade, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think the noise would have impaired your hearing in any way at that point in time?
No.
So it would be fair to say that you would have been able to hear anything coming towards your area where you were sitting, or anything that was coming towards your area from the band, from the parade, rather.
I don't understand your question.
Would you have heard if there was anything unusually loud or just loud enough, would you have heard it from where you were seated at?
I don't know how to answer that.
Is it possible that a horn could have been beat that you didn't hear?
No, horns are pretty loud. It would have been heard.
Even over all the noise of the parade and the band and the people and you would have been able to clearly hear?
Yes.
Do you recall what you saw the driver doing at the time that it passed the area that you were seated at?
Driving the car.
Did you observe any other actions by the driver?
No. Just focused on the road that was ahead of him.
And there's nothing about the description that stood out to you or caught your eye that maybe you could recall?
In regards to what?
The description of the driver.
I could tell there was one person in the car. I could see it. They're wearing some sort of hat or sweatshirt. That was about it.
And after the vehicle passed where you were seated at, and about how long did you stay at the parade after what you saw?
I wouldn't be able to remember that.
Did you attempt to help anyone injured or check for your family here?
At that point, when I started running back, there were a lot of bodies on the ground. And from the looks of it, there was already people helping them. So my next reaction was get back to my family.
So with all the people that appeared to be injured, you didn't stop to render any aid to any one of them?
Objection, argumentative, Your Honor.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question, please.
Was there anything else about the vehicle that stuck out to you?
No.
Did you see any news reports about the incident once you got your family home?
I did not.
Did you hear about it in the days after? Did you hear about anything related to the event in the days after? Leading up to your November 24th interview with Detective Carpenter?
I'm sure I had saw general things. We really did not watch the TV too much. There was just a lot of emotional stuff that we were just working through.
So it'd be fair to say you purposely didn't watch news reports
Yes.
that were related to the incident.
We don't really watch news to begin with, but this just kind of made that a little bit more that we didn't turn the TV on. So we did not watch much news.
So at any time, did you see any mug shot or any type of pictures related to this suspected driver?
I did not know.
At any time, do you recall hearing the name of the alleged defendant or suspect?
At some point in time, yes, I did hear the name.
Was that really quickly after the incident, or had it been some time that passed before you heard that?
There was a little bit of time that had passed before I heard it.
And you yourself didn't file a claim in this matter, did you?
Objection, relevance.
Grounds.
If you can be a little more specific, if you mean a claim related to any, related to the parade.
Did you make a claim of being an injured party, or did anybody in your family make a claim of being an injured party?
No.
You made reference to seeing it, the Exhibit 25 video before your testimony today, correct?
Could you say that again?
You made reference earlier that you had saw the video that was shown before you testified today, correct?
Yes.
About how many times have you saw the video before today?
Once.
So today was your second time seeing the same video?
Correct.
Is there anything that brought back or help you recall anything that you may have missed when you did your initial report? Seeing the video for a second time?
Could you ask that once more?
Seeing the video just now for the second time, did it bring back any memory that you may have not reported before, or did it bring back something that you may have missed, overlooked?
Not that I know of or remember, no.
Were you aware that you might be called to testify in this matter?
Yes.
So it'd be fair to say that you were anticipating being a witness?
No.
Whom were you contacted by about being a witness in this matter?
I wouldn't know. The Waukesha District Attorney.
Let the record reflect that the witness made a hand gesture towards the prosecution table.
Yes.
The record will so reflect. Thank you.
So it would be fair to say that you were contacted about testifying in this matter directly from the Waukesha District Attorney's office?
Yes.
Do you know who the plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Not relevant, sustained. Next question.
Are you aware of any injured party or plaintiff in this matter?
I am not.
You are not?
That's correct.
Have you read or seen any complaint besides your own in this matter?
You mean a statement or do you mean a criminal complaint?
A complaint, any complaint.
Object to vagueness and relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained. You can try to rephrase it if you would like. I'm sustaining it as to the form of the question, sir.
Have you seen any other statements by any parties other than yourself in relation to this incident?
No.
Are you the only person present from your family that made a statement or a report?
Objection relevance.
Grounds. His
Overruled.
family was there.
Overruled. He may answer if anyone else in his family provided a statement.
No, they did not.
You stated earlier that it was difficult. Well, you stated that you don't really watch the news to begin with, but the incident made it more difficult to do that, correct?
A little bit, yes.
Would that be said of your family as well?
Yes.
So there was some type of impact.
In regards to what?
In regards to being present at the parade.
Yes, there was a huge emotional impact on our family.
Do you know of any reason why no one besides yourself made a report?
Objection argumentative.
Grounds.
Irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Next question.
So as far as you know, you've never seen or interacted with the plaintiff in this matter.
Objection.
Grounds.
Irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. Under 90611, new topic, please. One not already covered.
Do you recall the motion of the vehicle as it passed where you were seated?
Withdraw the objection. He clarified at what location he was referring to.
Thank you.
In regards to what motion?
How the vehicle was moving, driving?
Where I was sitting, it would have been my left side, and the car was approaching from my left side, driving. I don't know north, south, east, all that stuff, but right as to be on my left, proceeded to go through on my right down Main Street.
From where you were seated, were you seated to where there were people standing in front of where you were seated?
Yes, my family.
Anybody else besides your family?
Nope, just my family.
It would be fair to say from the video that there were quite a few people standing in the general area where you were seated at. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, most of the people in front of me were kids, so they were littler than me.
Did you observe any one of those kids being struck?
No.
So it'd be fair to say that the vehicle did not strike anybody that was seated on the curb right there where you were at?
Specifically right where I was at, no.
In your opinion, after observing people struck, in your opinion, how did the vehicle miss the people that were seated directly in front of you?
Objection beyond
Grounds.
scope of his
Grounds.
knowledge and irrelevant.
Grounds.
Mr. Brooks, let her state her objection without interruption. The objection is sustained. Next question.
So would it be fair to say that the only people you observed being struck was the Waukesha South Band?
Yes.
Approximately how many people would you say by estimate?
Right now, I can't remember. It would be a handful.
Would it be fair to say that there were hundreds, even thousands of people present for the parade?
Yes.
And you have only observed a handful of people struck?
Waukesha South's band is a pretty large band, and the red SUV went right through it. If I had to estimate 10, maybe 15, I wouldn't know the exact number that were struck by the SUV.
Would it be fair to say that that number is fairly low to all the people that was in the area at the time?
Objection, argumentative, Your Honor.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Mr. Brooks, next question.
Would it, next question or rephrase?
Well, I sustained it. You can ask your next question.
Would you identify yourself as an injured party in this matter?
Objection, asked and answered.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Would you identify as an injured party in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained. Asked and answered. Mr. Brooks, under 90611, that was also not a question I would allow to be asked. Please move on.
No further questions.
Redirect.
Just very briefly, I'm going to ask the clerk to please turn the monitors back on, Exhibit 25. Mr. Brooks had previously asked this to be paused. It's paused at the 37-second mark.
And I do not recognize that name or do I consent to being called by it?
Your objection is noted. Go ahead, Attorney Opper.
I'm going to ask Ms. Gussie to please continue playing it starting at the 37-second mark. And then I'm going to ask you to pause.
Objection, what is the relevancy of it being played from the 37-second mark?
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. Is that with or without sound?
With sound is fine. Yes, please, sound.
Go ahead.
Pause. We're stopped at the 42-second mark. Mr. Jewell, at this point, would you say the SUV is very close to you and your family?
Yes.
At this point, did you hear the SUV honking its horn in any manner?
No.
Would you say the SUV is very close to the vehicle in the middle of the road containing the Waukesha South mascot?
Yes.
Would you also say it's very close to the two people standing in the street, one wearing a Santa hat and the other, I think, is dressed like a lion or some type of character?
Yes.
Did you hear the horn honking at this location, sir?
No.
The band has already passed you to your right down the street, correct?
Yes.
Was there any music being played from the Remax vehicle that you recall?
Not that I remember, no.
Just the hot air balloon?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Those are all my questions, and I'm stopping it at the 42-second mark, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, you may step down.
Could Mr. Jewell please be excused, Your Honor?
He may.
We do need a brief discussion outside the presence of the jury before our next witness, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. I'll excuse the jury. I'll rise for the jury.
So while they're letting the jury go out, right? Yeah, collecting bail funds for Fowler. That's what all the buckets is for. I tell you, I be like, this is such a waste of time as a juror. See what they're gonna argue about. Because I'm assuming he must have an issue.
All right, go ahead, Attorney Opper.
Actually, I'll cover this, Judge.
Very well, go ahead.
The next witness is Thomas Green. This is the witness that we previously raised the issue about having one prior criminal conviction. It's from 2005. A CCAP printout was provided to the defendant for the misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass. The offense date is from 17 years ago. The witness was 21 years old at that time. He's now 38, has no other intervening criminal convictions, was not originally a crime of deception. I believe that it's not relevant for purposes of impeachment. I'd ask the court to exclude that conviction from this witness's testimony.
Mr. Brooks, do you have a legal argument on that?
Yes, I do. The main thing is this issue wasn't really discussed to this length until it was time for this witness to be called to the stand.
Well, that's when I said I would take it up, is prior to that witness's testimony. I even gave you the statute that is at issue, and it's 906.09, impeachment by evidence of conviction of crime or adjudication of delinquency.
Here's
Pull
why.
the statute book out, and it's in there. If you want to review it quickly, I'll give you an opportunity, but I do need to address this, and now is the proper time.
906.09.
There's a general rule in sub 1 and the exclusions under sub 2, and the factors for the court to consider in evaluating whether to admit evidence of a prior conviction for the purpose of attacking a witness's truthful character.
I see it.
Before I have you address it, let me ask the state this. How long do you anticipate your direct examination to be?
10 minutes.
All right. So someone we could and should be able to get through fairly quickly,
Yes.
both for direct and cross. All right, go ahead, Mr. Brooks. What's your argument?
I'm still. I wanted to make sure I heard what you said, so I stopped reading briefly. I guess I would, from what I've read so far, I would go to 906.09 sub 2. It would be kind of problematic, and I'll say that because if I was going to take the stand, my record would be brought up. And some things on my record was done 20 something years ago, but it would still have bearing. So I believe that it should be fair. It should be the same. I believe that if the witness knew that there was a possibility that they would give testimony and agree to give testimony, then they also agreed that their credibility can be questioned. I think that's really a fundamental thing to be able to cross-examine on my part would be to see if they're credible, to see that they would honor their oath that they give in the court to be truthful. And part of being able to ask them questions like this pertaining to a criminal conviction would be relevant.
You do understand the inquiry is limited to the following. Have you been convicted of a crime? The answer I allow is yes. They would say yes. The follow-up would be, if so, how many times? And in this case, my understanding is there's just one. Don't get into the specifics of it. That's not proper questioning for impeachment. Do you understand that?
I follow.
All right, let me hear from the state in response.
So again, looking at the factors under 90609 sub 2, just about every factor weighs in favor of not informing the jury of this conviction. We've got conviction date of April 4th of 2006. So we've got, again, well over a decade before the conviction. We've got whether this witness was rehabilitated or pardoned. According to the CCAP records, there was a probation sentence and probation was discharged. So there's no indication that this witness was ever revoked from probation, and there's no re-offending evidence or any new cases or any new convictions. So that, again, that factor weighs in favor of not including this. Gravity of the crime, this is an entry into a locked building or construction site, contrary to 943.15 sub 1. So it's a misdemeanor offense. So that weighs in favor of not including it. It does not on its face involve any dishonesty or false statements by the witness. Frequency of the conviction, again, it's just the one. And in terms of any other relevant factors, as an offer of proof, I'll inform the court that this witness is going to testify about his and his family's presence near the Martha Merrill's bookstore on the day of the parade, the positioning of his children, and what he remembers in terms of the SUV driving along the parade route and clipping his two children who were seated on the curb watching the parade. There's 2 videos of the driving conduct in question. They are not, they're not as clear as some of the videos we showed with the band. In fact, one of them is the video we showed with the band, and you can see spectators sitting on the side of the road. But in terms of impeaching the witness, I think Mr. Brooks should be fine just relying on the videos in asking the witness about that.
Entering into anything with is deceptive in nature. Just right off the bat, that's deceptive in nature. Why would you enter into something that you're obviously not supposed to be into? You entered into something because you were not supposed to be in there. That's deceptive in nature. It's also not enough information that would suggest that the probation wasn't discharged by revocation. It's not clear. And also, the prosecution just stated on record that they will only need about 10 minutes of testimony from this witness, but now they're talking about videos. That it seems like it's going to be a little bit more than 10 minutes. I feel that I should be able to at least question the credibility of this witness at the very minimum.
Well, you would be able to question the credibility just through cross-examination, but let me get to the heart of this issue. And the general rule is as follows. For the purpose of attacking character for truthfulness, a witness may be asked whether the witness has ever been convicted of a crime or adjudicated delinquent, and the number of such convictions or adjudications. If the witness's answers are consistent with the previous determination of the court under sub 3, then no further inquiry may be made unless it is for the purpose of rehabilitating the witness's character for truthfulness. The sub 2 then of this statute talks about exclusion. It says evidence of a conviction of a crime or an adjudication of delinquency may be excluded if its probative value is substantially outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice. Factors for a court to consider in evaluating whether to admit evidence of prior convictions for the purpose of attacking a witness's truthful character include the lapse of time since the conviction, the rehabilitation or pardon of the person convicted, the gravity of the crime, the involvement of dishonesty or false statement in the crime, the frequency of the convictions, and any other relevant factors. So as I consider all of that, I would include in the any other relevant factors that this is a witness that has been brought to testify by the state against the accused. This conviction is for a misdemeanor offense of criminal. Can I have the exact? I wrote down criminal trespass, but just want to make sure I have it accurate.
Yes, the statute in question is 943.15 sub 1. And it's listed on CCAP as an entry into / onto building / construction site / room.
All right, so a version of criminal trespass. All right. Apparently, the particular witness, this was 17 plus years ago. The witness was 21 years of age, was sentenced to probation. Nothing on the record before this court suggests that probation was revoked. I'm not aware of any reoffending, meaning that's the only conviction for this witness. This is a witness in this case who will apparently testify about where he was seated with his family in relation to the driving of the red SUV through the parade in front of Martha Merrill Bookstore. So clearly relevant to the case and the charges at hand. When looking at whether evidence of a conviction of a crime may be excluded, and specifically in this case, if its probative value is substantially outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice. I think sometimes we skip over that part of the statute, which is the standard this court must look at, not just the factors, but whether in light of those factors, is the probative value substantially outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice. As I commented on earlier, the nature of the inquiry is very limited. It's, have you been convicted of a crime? Yes or no? And then how many times? And in that case, it would be, in this case, it would be 1. In light of that, and the other factor that I noted, even though there's some factors that I could say would warrant exclusion, I think it's best to err on the side of caution, as we sometimes say, and allow the witness to be questioned about this prior conviction under the statute. And that is the very limited inquiry of, have you been convicted of a crime? The answer should be yes. And then how many times? 1. And that's it. Mr. Brooks, you may ask a single follow-up on that is it true you've been convicted of 1 crime? But we're not going to spend a lot of time on that. That's going to be my caveat to all of this. You cannot ask repeated questions of this witness about that. The jury will further get instructed later on about the purpose of a prior conviction, that it bears solely on credibility. And then ultimately it's up to the jury to determine whether or what to believe. So that's my ruling on this. Now with that, it's now 4:15. Would you like the witness to testify today?
Yes.
All right. Any questions, Mr. Brooks?
No, I was just gonna say, what if I just wanted to, what if I didn't really want to go into it? What if I just wanted one question just to say, have you ever been convicted of a crime, and just left it at that?
That's fine. I'm sure the state's going to ask the questions first, though. That's typically how this goes. All right. Bring the jury out.
Just need a moment to
Understood.
this.
Understood. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Which out, you may call your next witness.
State calls Thomas Green.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Green. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is on my right, up a riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand. My clerk, Teresa, who's on my left, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. First thing I will have you do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Thomas Green, ThomasGreene.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Mr. Green, what city or village do you live in?
The town of Merton.
Were you at the Waukesha Christmas Parade on November 21st of 2021?
Yes.
Who were you with at the parade?
I was with my wife and 3 children.
Okay. Do you remember where you were along the parade route?
I know I was across the street from a bookstore.
Okay. I'm going to ask that we project Exhibit 15 for everybody, please.
15, go ahead.
And could we zoom in on the middle of the screen there? Down a little bit, right there. Okay. Do you see your kids' names anywhere on that exhibit?
Yes, I do.
Could you, that's a touch screen in front of you. Could you circle them for me? Okay. Do you see the line connecting those names to an orange star?
Yes, I do.
And then can we zoom out 1 click, please? Do you recognize the neighborhood depicted in this map?
Kind of, yes.
Do you know what it is?
Downtown Waukesha.
Okay. Does that orange star with the line to your kids' names, does that accurately reflect where you were positioned along the parade route?
Yes.
Could we next pull up exhibit number 29, just for the witness?
Go ahead.
Do you see an image in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, can you describe for us what we're looking at?
We're looking at a intersection where me, my wife, and my kids were sitting during the parade.
Does this accurately depict the intersection minus all the people as it was set up on the afternoon of November 21st, 2021?
Yes.
Move exhibit 29 into evidence and ask for permission to publish.
Objection.
Overruled. Exhibit 29 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Can we get rid of that side stuff? Could you use the touchscreen in front of you to draw a circle or an oval around the area where you and your family were standing? And can we please save this annotation as Exhibit 29A? And I would move that into the record, please.
29A will be saved and ultimately printed, and then it's received as well.
We could take that down then. Can you describe for us what happened, what you observed that afternoon as you were watching the Christmas parade?
Yes, we were just watching the Christmas parade as we normally do, go to lots of parades as a family. And I heard a loud crash noise to my right, and I looked that way. And then I seen a car running over the marching band. And as soon as the car had ran over the marching band, it swerved towards me and my family, and then just proceeded on down the parade route.
Down Main Street?
Yep.
Okay. Can you describe for us how you, your wife, and your children were positioned
We were facing the parade straight on.
Where was your wife in relation to you?
To my left.
Were you standing or sitting?
Standing.
Facing the parade route, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Where were your kids in relation to you?
In front of me.
How many kids do you have?
3.
And which of the 3 kids were in front of you?
Charlie and Lily were in front of me sitting on a bench.
Okay, what kind of bench?
Fold out bench.
How far away from you were they?
Maybe 3 feet.
If you wanted to reach out and touch them, could you have?
Yes.
How old was Charlie back in November of 2021?
Objection irrelevant.
Overruled.
9.
And what about Lily? How old was she back then?
Objection relevant.
Overruled.
11.
What happened as the vehicle that you described approached your family?
It swerved towards us.
Can you describe the direction of travel when you say swerve?
Like cardinal direction,
or even left and right, however you can describe it.
I mean, we were.
Overruled. He may answer the question.
We were facing the parade route, and it swerved towards us.
And just for the record, he used his right hand in a gesture towards him, almost like a cupping motion towards him. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm going to ask to display Exhibit 22 for the witness only.
Go ahead.
And we'll, can we start around the 12-second mark, please? I'm just going to play a few seconds for you to see if you can identify what's happening in the video, okay? So we'll, let's turn this, make sure the sound's off. It is. All right, let's play from 11 seconds. And pause at 19 seconds. Do you recognize that portion of the video you just watched?
Yes.
What does it show?
It shows where the SUV had ran over the band where I had first heard it coming, and then it's swerving towards my family.
So I would ask that we publish that portion of the video from 12 seconds to 19 seconds.
Go ahead.
And let's play that at a reduced speed of about 50%, please. No sound. Pause. We've paused at 21 seconds. Can you circle for us the area where you and your family were at this moment in time?
Objection. I thought it was being played till 19 seconds.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. Go ahead, circle, sir.
And can we please have a saved screen grab of that and mark it as Exhibit 22A and move it into evidence?
22A is received. It will be marked and printed later.
Could we show for the witness only Exhibit 27, please? Do you see a video on your screen?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna play a few seconds and let you recognize it. Paused at 5 seconds. Do you recognize that video?
Yes.
What does it show?
Looks like the SUV right after it ran into my kids.
Move exhibit, excuse me, is that video an accurate depiction of how you saw the events unfold that afternoon?
Yes.
I move Exhibit 27 into evidence and ask to publish.
Objection, hearsay.
Exhibit 27 is received, permission to publish is granted.
We'll play this once all the way through. It's 16 seconds. There's no audio. Okay, we can take that down. The area of that video that's relevant to you and your family would be the top left portion, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know whether your two kids were struck by the vehicle?
Yes, they were.
Okay. And that's consistent with where they were sitting along the curb?
Yes.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Brooks.
You stated that all the videos you just saw were accurate depictions of what you observed that day, correct?
Yes.
Have you seen any of these videos before today?
No.
So today is your first time seeing any of this footage?
Yes.
Mr. Green, have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
Do you remember what you did when the vehicle passed you?
Yes.
You state for the record what you did immediately following the vehicle passing you?
I ran to see if my kids were okay.
You stated that your wife was standing to your left. Do you recall what she did?
No, I don't.
Do you recall checking to see if your wife was okay?
No, I don't.
Do you recall getting a look at the driver of the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
And what did you see?
I seen somebody in a hoodie with dark skin.
Did you observe anyone else in the vehicle?
No, I did not.
Could you see the entire vehicle, passenger seat and back seats?
I don't recall seeing anybody in the back seats. The windows were tinted.
So it would be fair to say if there was somebody seated in the back, you wouldn't have seen them.
I couldn't say.
Did you get a license plate number of the vehicle?
No, I did not.
From your opinion, about how fast would you say the vehicle was traveling?
Hard to say.
After the vehicle passed you, did you observe it strike anyone else?
No, I did not.
Were you injured during the incident in any way?
No, I was not.
Was your wife injured in any way during the incident?
No, she was not.
Do you recall about how long you were at the parade before the incident happened?
I do not.
Do you recall about how long you stayed after the incident?
No longer than 3 minutes.
So you got right out of there immediately after.
Yes.
Do you recall making a report of what happened at the incident?
No.
You don't recall talking to Officer Sepakan?
I did not talk to anybody at the incident.
You don't recall making any police report to what happened?
Not at the incident, no.
In the days following the incident, did you make any report?
Yes, I did.
Do you recall who the officer was that you reported the incident to?
No, I do not.
So earlier you said that you heard a crash to your right, which alerted you to the vehicle approaching. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Do you know what that crash was?
The vehicle hitting the band.
So before you heard that crash, you wasn't alerted to the presence of a vehicle approaching?
No, I was not.
Would it be fair to say that it was really loud during the parade at that time?
Yes.
Do you recall in the report that you made that you initially thought the vehicle was part of the parade and it was an accident?
Yes.
So it's fair to say from when you first saw the vehicle approaching that that's what you thought?
Yes.
Do you recall the vehicle swerving?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what direction the vehicle swerved in?
To the left, towards me and my family.
And did it swerve away from your family at that point?
After it hit my family, yes.
Sorry, that was me. Give me 1 second. I was just trying to check on this court TV feed real quick, and I could tell right now that it looked like they doing things a little different over there, probably because they got in trouble yesterday. So I was just trying to make sure I had a good eye on the courtroom. So I think they may have, even though court is gonna start at 9, I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna be like delaying it. Like instead of them starting at 9 o'clock like they usually do, they may start at like 9:15. But I'm keeping an eye on it. Okay.
Sure if the people being run over were part of the parade or guests watching the parade?
I do not recall making that statement, no.
Do you recall the make or model of the SUV?
No, I do not.
Do you recall the license plate number of the SUV?
No, I do not.
Do you remember stating that when you saw the SUV coming, you froze?
Yes.
And do you remember saying that you stared directly at it as it was driving towards you?
Yes.
And you didn't get an accurate description of the driver?
I had already stated that I seen a tan-skinned person with a hood on.
You said dark skin.
Objection. That's not a question and argumentative.
Oh, is there a
Grounds.
question, Mr. Brooks? You can't testify, but you can question him. So your last statement I'll
Did you-
strike. Ask your question.
Did you not state earlier that you saw a dark-skinned driver?
Yes.
And did you now just state that you saw a tan-skinned driver?
They both seem the same to me.
Would that be yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
So from your perspective, dark skin and tan skin is the same?
Objection.
Grounds.
Argumentative. Next question. You can rephrase.
What would you consider to be dark skin?
Objection.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer.
It's hard to say.
What would you consider to be tan skin?
Darker than Caucasian, I guess.
Would it be fair to say that there is different types of shades of color to people? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
He answered the question. His answer may stand.
Do you recall if the driver was doing anything, gesturing or doing anything?
No.
Do you recall hearing gunshots?
No.
Any idea why that would be in the report?
Objection. Lacks
Grounds.
foundation.
Sustained as to the form of the question. It lacks foundation.
Do you recall stating that, well, let me read from the report. Thomas stated they heard gunshots and he picked up Charles and they ran back to their vehicle. Do you recall making that statement?
I recall an officer coming down the street yelling gunshots fired.
Any idea why you would be mistaken in your report that you heard the gunshots?
Objection. Mischaracterizes.
Grounds.
Sustained a lack of foundation as to the form of the question.
I'm reading directly from the report now. Directly from the report.
That's not the issue, Mr. Brooks. The issue is it his statement or a summary of his statement? Because that makes a difference to the foundation you have to lay.
It does not say summary.
I'll object if that was a question for the witness. If it was an argument with the court, I'll withdraw that objection.
I believe it was a statement to the court. I don't know what you're looking at. But if it's a witness statement, typically there's something either signed, sometimes police officers summarize what witnesses say to them. So that's what I'm referring to as a summary. And if it's in a summary, typically if it's a direct attribution to a witness, it's in quotes. So with that, ask your question.
This is not in quotes, so I'm gonna assume this is summary. Do you remember stating in your summary report that you heard gunshots?
No.
Do you recall if the injuries suffered by your family were broken bones?
They were not.
So were they bruises?
Yes.
About how long would you say that your family was treated at the hospital before being released?
Hard to say.
Was it a significant amount of time, a few hours?
A few hours, yes.
But to your recollection, they were treated and then released.
Yes.
And who is Nicole?
My wife.
Do you recall Nicole making any statements to law enforcement?
She made one, yes.
Do you recall Nicole stating that she heard gunshots?
No, I do not.
There's been an objection. It calls for hearsay. It's sustained. Any answer that he gave is struck. Jury shall disregard it.
Your Honor, I'm also reading this from the summary.
Question him about what he knows, not what other people said to him.
No, the question was, did he know? Do you recall her saying that she heard gunshots?
You're asking him to confirm hearsay, so it's sustained. Next question or rephrase. Like, are you aware?
Are you aware if she heard gunshots or not?
I'm not aware.
Is it fair to say that right after that you ran straight to your vehicle?
Right after what?
Right after the incident.
There was a slight delay.
And what was that delay?
Seeing if our kids were okay.
And then from that, straight to the vehicle.
After the officer came running down the street saying shots fired, we picked up our kids and ran.
So you decided to leave after you heard an officer saying shots fired, or because of the incident at the parade?
After the officer said shots fired.
So would it be fair to say that you weren't initially inclined to leave because of the incident, but because of the shots fired?
Objection.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer. And then move on.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Would it be fair to say that you were prompted to leave because of the shots fired and not the incident that happened at the parade?
I don't really understand what you're asking.
What prompted you to leave?
When the officer said shots fired.
So the incident that happened didn't prompt you to leave?
No.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer if he understands the question.
We did not want to leave right away because my son said he couldn't feel his legs. And there was a woman there helping us that said he might have a back injury, that we should not move him.
To your recollection, was that woman a nurse or a medical professional?
I don't know.
Would it be fair to say that she was making an assumption?
I don't know.
Do you recall the woman's name?
No, I don't.
Do you recall if she was a spectator or someone marching or?
I don't know.
Do you recall the description of the woman that told you not to move your child?
I'll object. Relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer.
Caucasian, blonde hair.
So it'd be fair to say she seemed pretty concerned.
Very concerned.
So why would you not immediately leave at that point?
Because I didn't know if he had a back injury or what the extent of his injuries were. And if it was a spinal injury, I didn't want to pick him up.
Did you try to make a call for medical attention at that point?
I did not.
And what prompted you not to seek medical attention if you had a assumption that the injuries could be severe?
This all happened within about a 2-second time frame. I mean, it was so fast. Everything was chaotic, and I mean, there wasn't really time to do anything besides try to see if my kids were okay and try to compose myself to take care of them.
So it would be fair to say that you were pretty much like just frozen. You didn't know what to do and how to go about doing it.
Yes.
Do you recall your wife trying to call for medical attention?
No.
Do you recall anyone that you were standing next to or in front of attempting to call medical attention?
No.
Do you recall saying in the summarized report, this statement, Thomas stated Charles was laying on his back and had blacked out?
To my recollection, yes.
You recall saying that to the officer?
I recall my son saying that.
Do you recall making that statement to the officer that interviewed you?
No, I do not.
Would it be fair to say that that is in the report because you may have said that to the officer?
Yes.
But you don't recall?
I do not.
Did you see any other children struck by the vehicle?
The band.
Any other children?
Small children?
Small children.
No, I do not.
But you do recall small children being present, correct?
Yes.
No further questions.
Can you redirect?
Thank you. You testified on cross-examination that you initially thought the vehicle was part of the parade and that it was an accident. Do you recall giving that testimony?
Yes.
Did you continue to think that it was an accident?
Objection. You're saying.
No, I did.
Hold on. Overruled, he may answer.
Once the vehicle kept going after hitting the band, I realized that it was not a part of the parade.
What about the vehicle's path of travel led you to that realization?
The speed that it had accelerated.
You recall testifying on cross-examination that you don't recall the make and model or license plate number of the SUV? Remember saying that? How many SUVs or vehicles in general did you see striking people during the parade route?
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled.
Just the one.
You testified that you'd been convicted of a crime in the past. How many times?
Once.
You testified a little bit about the injuries that your two kids sustained. You had a third child with you at the parade, is that right?
Yes.
And was that third child injured in any way?
She was not.
Okay. Speaking about the two kids who were, do you recall in general what their injuries were?
My son had nerve damage to his knees, and my daughter just had severe bruising.
Do you know what part of their bodies, respectively, were struck?
My son was struck in the knees, and my daughter was struck in her hand.
You remember if it was the right knee or both knees, or the left knee?
It was both knees.
Hold on. Objection is overruled. He may answer. Can you repeat your answer?
Both knees.
And what about your daughter? Which hand?
Right hand.
And they were sitting facing the parade route?
Yes.
So what direction would the SUV have traveled from their perspective? Right to left or left to right or something different?
Right to left.
Okay. I think we're all set. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, may we please excuse this witness?
You may. This will be our last witness today. I will have the instruction for the jury before I excuse you. Do not begin your deliberations and discussion of the case until all the evidence is presented and I have instructed you on the law. Do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else until your final deliberations in the jury room. This order is not limited to face-to-face conversations. It also extends to all forms of electronic communications. Do not use any electronic devices such as a mobile phone or computer, text or instant messaging, or social networking sites to send or receive any information about this case or your experience as a juror. If you come in contact with the parties, lawyers, interpreters, or witnesses, do not speak with them. For their part, the parties, lawyers, interpreters, and witnesses will not contact or speak with the jurors. Our intent, I frankly need to read them, so.
You are further required
Cases regarding jurisdiction of this court to hear this matter. I have had the opportunity to review those 3 cases. I am able to address those now if the court wishes.
I'd like to address them tomorrow morning. I frankly need to read them, so. All right, anything else from the state?
No, thank you, Judge.
Mr. Brooks?
Just so I'm clear, on these subpoenas where it says you are further required to bring with you the following, do I leave that blank or what should I put there? Just so I'm clear.
I can't give you advice on that. I only wanted you to understand that witnesses would not generally have their police reports or statements made. Those are usually kept by the police department. And so you would need to subpoena the custodian of the police records in order to get additional, copies of that. If you think there's something else that they have that would be in their possession and that's relevant to this case, that would be different. So I hope that adequately answers your question.
I don't understand, but
if there's something specific, you can ask the state if there's some follow-up based upon the discovery that you have. But you should have everyone's statements.
I guess the only thing so should I bring your statement? I mean,
I don't know that they would have it. What I'm telling you is you should have every statement in that box, or you should subpoena the custodian of the police records, or ask the state if you think you're missing something.
I'm clearly missing something. I don't know what to put right there.
That's the best I can do for you, sir. I can only review them for completeness. The state referenced an objection based upon their review of them. So whether you put that information in or not, that's up to you.
Would it be sufficient to just put
You can leave it blank also, correct, Your Honor?
Yeah, you don't have to fill it in. It can be left blank if I'm not answering that correct, I don't want you to think you have to put something there.
Yeah, that was my impression. Usually when you're
Got it.
it's the same thing with a job application. You're not supposed to leave nothing blank.
Okay, let me answer it this way, because I was not tracking with that one. You only fill that out if there's something specific as it relates to this case that you want them to bring. You're not required to, though.
Okay.
There's a subpoena, and there's what's called a subpoena duces tecum, which means bring something with. If you just want them to come to court and testify, it's just a plain old subpoena. So hopefully that helps.
That is clarification.
All right. I'll address the other issue tomorrow morning. I'll give you some time while you're sitting here to get the subpoenas all filled out so that the state can look at that and start working on getting them served, with the exception of the one that they indicated was out of state. Okay. Anything else from you then tonight, Mr. Brooks?
That would be it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We are in recess.
Okay, guys, so we'll kind of start up tomorrow with day 4. I guess this is a good place to kind of end it right on time. I am going to drop the link for the Ali trial. I don't know how they're doing this on Court TV, to be honest with y'all. When I'm looking at it, I don't know.
The clown pulled out a gun and shot her twice in the face.
Some very excited young people came around.
Let me take that off. Yeah, so we just gonna go in here and kind of see. It looks like court has already started, from what I can tell. Yeah, it looks like it has already started. I'm just trying to get us at a good spot. Okay. Yeah, they must be doing it. It must be like delayed because it looks a lot different. Here, guys, I am going to put I think they're doing a delay. Yeah, I think they are, because they got in trouble yesterday. They got called to the bench yesterday because they were releasing minors' names and all types of stuff. They were not able to keep up with bleeping stuff out. So yeah, Iris, that's exactly what may have happened. Either way, I'm glad they still have the feed, whether it's delayed or not delayed. We still are able to watch it because the judge had told them that she was gonna put them right on out. And mind you, they are the only court feed in there, from what I'm aware of. I know Fox 35, I think it was Fox 35, had been trying to get in there. Okay, so here's the link, guys. If you click on the link, it'll take you directly over to the Ali room, and we'll get started over there. Okay, I'll see you guys over there. I'm gonna end this stream and put us over there. I'm gonna drop it one more time for us, because I know yesterday I was dropping all types of stuff. And I will see you over there. Let me go ahead and end this one.